Hello there, and welcome to a 3-minute video where I will be sharing with you my love and passion for all things Indigenous culture related. Let's start at the beginning. Growing up, my grandparents on my mother's side would take my 3 oldest brothers to what we called a rendezvous. It was a time reenactment period where we got to celebrate history. This right here is a show and tell of beautiful, fun things that mean a lot to me that I am so excited to share with you. This is a little beautiful teepee decoration that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And by the way, behind me you can see my 2 Indigenous shells that I appreciate and love so much. I collect these things and it's something really important to me. So I'm excited to be sharing that with you. But my 3rd oldest brother owns this teepee that they got to sleep in to this day, which I think is really cool. This cast iron pot kettle is actually something that I won in a White Elephant gift exchange years ago from my grandparents that, if my memory serves me, they actually used this to cook over the fire because for that time period, reenactment, they would live as they did back in history so long ago. At this rendezvous, you could trade or you could buy jewelry that people would make. These are just beautiful pieces of jewelry that I've collected over the years. And for every Thanksgiving, I always bring out my beautiful Indigenous decorations and these as well, because for the first Thanksgiving, the Pilgrims and the Indigenous people actually celebrated each other and got along and celebrated God's goodness and faithfulness to them, and they celebrated each other. We can get into all the hate another time. And these are costumes that I treat as the real thing that I have been collecting and just means so much to me. I'm wearing earrings that are actually truly Indigenous because I purchased them at Native Treasures on our way to a beach just a couple of months ago. That's something that I think is so beautiful because people have told me, like, you should get the real thing, and I did. This particular version of The Last of the Mohicans is the one I was raised on, and this movie is literally everything to me. I may end up getting a tattoo of The Last of the Mohicans. I love it that much. And for this version of Last of the Mohicans, I had a serious crush on this Indigenous man right here. Oh my goodness. Throughout the years, I've dressed up as Pocahontas, Sacagawea, just beautiful Indigenous women, and I actually made this dress right here. I am in part Indigenous from my mother's side. I have named myself Setting Sun and my husband Spirit Eagle. My dad would photograph powwows years ago as part of his job. All of this is to say I find Indigenous culture so beautiful, but especially the old-fashioned ways.